Hey, it's Joanna Hunter here from joannahunter.com. I'm just steadying this camera because I thought today what I would do for you is to actually do some live readings. I came across my tarot cards and what I find a layer of dust on them. Oh my god, that's never happened. Never happened. So I thought, no, I'm going to break these bad boys out and I'm going to do this week's tarot predictions for you. Do them live. So I'm going to pick 3 cards out of this deck. And then what you have to do is just intuitively tune into number 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so that's all you need to do is just center your energy and then just tune into number 1, 2, or 3 to receive your message for the coming week. So let's have a little delve into this. Oh, I feel like this one should be number 1. Let me tune in here. This one should be number 2. Oh, that one's giving me a funny feeling in my tummy. Number 3, we'll go for that. Awesome. So here are my 3 cards. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. So whichever one that you want, just pick a card and I will go through them all. So I haven't done the 9 this time because obviously we would be here a while. So number 1, if you picked card number 1, you picked my beautiful 3 of Wands. So lots of new growth for you this week coming ahead. And at this stage though, I will say to you that you might feel really vulnerable this week. You might feel really vulnerable that that you're not really sure where you're going, you're not really clear on the path. But let me tell you that the universe has your path laid out before you, just like you can see in this card. You might find that this is the week that you actually gain perspective on everything as well. And we've got these beautiful new beginnings of beautiful new saplings happening here as well. So the 3 of Wands, everything is in place. Divine number this week for you if you pick the 3 of Wands. And the really important thing with the 3 of Wands is to dig really deep into your desires and dig deep into your passions. What's the fire? Because remember, the wands are all to do with fire. So what is the fire that is kind of like burning deep in your belly? Like really attach into that, because if you are worried about what the road is going to bring you, or you can't see a way forward right now and you've picked number 1, it really is a call to action to dig deep into that belly, dig deep into that fire. What's in your gut? What's the thing that would really light you up? The deeper that you dig in there, the more clarity that you will receive this week. If you picked my card number 2, you picked the Lord, which in this deck, because I'm working with the Druidcraft, is the Emperor in a traditional deck. So the Lord here is a very imposing figure, and so this today, what I would suggest to you is to be really careful about where you're sending your energy out. Can you see how it's going off the picture here? And this color for me is all to do with the root chakra, and it's all to do with energy. And also as well, this week as well, you're being asked as a call to action to have a look at your money as well, and have a look at your money situation. But stand or sit firmly in your power this week, you're being called to as well. And there is news coming from foreign shores for you this week as well, which is really important as well. So it's going to be some important news this week. A big week for you this week with the Lord appearing before you. So this is really about establishing your authority, sitting in your power this week. And I really feel like if you have issues of a kind of father nature, this is the week to tap on them. So if you're not into EFT, or you don't even know what EFT is, go and look up Brad Yates on YouTube and he will help you to tap through any of these issues. But issues about father will be very prominent as well this week. If you picked my card, my lovely card number 3, you have picked the 5 of Cups. So an emotional week for you going forward, and it's really important in the 5 of Cups. If you can see, I'm just going to see here, we've got 3 spilt cups, but the back is turned to these 2 up cups. It's really important that when things don't look great for yourself during the week, and you might be experiencing that, that actually you really, really make sure that you start to count your blessings. This is a real call to action, this card, to count your blessings and to not think about mistakes that you've made, not think about stuff. Remember, there's no mistakes in this universe, literally no mistakes in this universe, because everything that we encounter grows us. And the same with these cards. Everything that we encounter grows us. In here as well, I call these little dudes. Can you see this little cheeky otter chasing this fish? Don't know if you can quite see that, but hopefully you can see that. I call these Peter and Paul. And have you ever heard that saying, robbing Peter to pay Paul? It's a kind of very, very old saying. Well, this week, sometimes that might feel like that. So what I want you to do, and to reverse that energy of feeling like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, is I want you to make sure that you count your blessings, because at the moment it's telling me that your back is turned to your blessings and that you're not really tuning into the energy of blessing, which means that you're not pulling forward more blessings for you from the universe. So that was the 3 cards. For this week ahead, we've had the beautiful 3 of Wands, the Lord, and the 5 of Cups. So as an overview reading for everyone, what I would really suggest this week, what's going to come in, is some really powerful energies this week of lots of new things. Remember, lots of newness can make us feel quite vulnerable. And when we are faced with a lot of new stuff, we maybe feel overwhelmed as well, which is a lot of the 5 of Cups here is bringing in that feeling of being overwhelmed as well. But here, remember that if we choose to stay in our seat of power and not give our energy away like there, then what will happen is that we'll have a really amazing and really abundant week. This is really lovely, this new growth, lots and lots of new growth. And I feel like going forward, what we do or what we decide in this week, it's really going to set up the next couple of months as well, because I feel like this is a real kind of biggie time. I'll have to have a look at what's happening in the moon cycles as well, because this feels energetically like it's a really, really big time for a lot of people. So I hope you've really enjoyed these readings, and I will catch you hopefully in another video. I'll speak to you soon. Have an awesome week. Lots of love and hugs. Bye.